Hey guys, happy Monday. Today we are doing this summer glow. This is pretty much like a summer makeup routine, but this is also just my updated makeup routine that I've been going to because I can definitely see myself wearing this outside of just the summer months. So let's just get right into it. I think I've perfected the summer glow, even though I'm so pale. Just you see the tricks I have up my sleeve. Obviously, Aquaphor is the first step. I'm an Aquaphor over Vaseline girl. I do like the Cocoa Vaseline here and there, but Aquaphor I just have an attachment. And I also have this thing where I always want to finish the Aquaphors. It's like feeling so accomplished. First, we have Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Bronzing and Shaping Serum. I'm in the shade Light Medium. And this is amazing because it has the pump like that, which I was using, but then I saw on TikTok they have this, which is just unreal. So you just kind of put that on there. And for my self-tanning queens, like I recently haven't been loving self-tan on my face. This makes you look like you have a nice tan. And sometimes even with my no makeup, I'll do this. I, for the last 3 years, have only used Drunk Elephant bronzing drops. I haven't found anything that I like better. And this is a turning point for me. And then I mix it with the Wonder Glow Instant Soft Focus Beauty Glow Primer from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm also completely doing my makeup in the camera finder thing. So let's hope I do this good. And I just kind of put it all over. It literally blurs your skin. And then we mix that with our fingers. It looks crazy at first. Like at first you're like, this is way too dark. But it blends out so nice. Like, look at this color. And then the primer just blurs everything together. I also hate foundation. I always say that. It just doesn't look right on my face. Here and there, I'll do it. But for the most part, that's just not my sauce. And my favorite concealer in the world, Hourglass Vanish. I am in the shade Beach. This stuff is just so good. You really don't need a lot because it's so high coverage. So I kind of put it everywhere to conceal any blemishes. I also like to go right under my cheekbone. And then for added brightness under my eyes, I add this Maybelline Age Rewind in the shade 160. It's like the pink. I have destroyed this. I think I'm almost done with it. And then I just do a little dot right there. This is the foundation brush from Hourglass. It is my favorite brush in the world. I like that it's angled so it gets every crevice. Like, do you see the blur? I had a little blemish right here. Nowhere to be found. My skin has been so kind to me recently. I've been double cleansing, less serums. I've come to realize less is definitely more. My little Mario brush, I love this. And I've been loving this cream bronzer from Tom Ford, shade Illuminate Contour Duo in the shade Intensity 1. I don't really know what the top one is for. I think it's like a highlighter, but I like to use just the bottom shade. And you just tap a little on your brush. And then I just dot it on there. It makes you so bronzy and it's so velvety. I feel like this makeup has been making my skin look very blurred in pictures. I'm looking face-apped without being face-apped. I'm kind of blend everything out. I used to always put contour down here, but now I feel like that gives you kind of an unwanted beard. So I've been straying away from that. New Hourglass, I think they're new. The liquid blushes, unreal. And I love the shade Vision. And the applicator is so fun and different. So you shake it and then it's like has a little dropper. I don't know if you can see that. And then on the bottom, you press it. So I've just been putting like a little drop. You really don't need a lot because it's so pigmented, maybe that much on the back of your hand. And then I blend it out. Oh, I kind of put like way too much, but it's okay. And then I take the little blush brush. This is the number 15 Hourglass brush. And you just tap and then apply. And it is so pretty. I've been trying to find more makeup tips, and the biggest one that I've learned from TikTok is to apply everything with a brush. Like, never go direct with a product. I say that as I literally applied my concealer direct to my face. But with the contour and the blush, I used to just take like a big glob and just drag it on my face, and then it's like you have way too much product. I wonder why it's melting off my face, and it's just so much easier to apply this way. So this is how I've been applying everything, and I actually do see the difference. Oh, I did end up putting a mirror next to me because I was gonna look like a mess if I didn't. So here is pretty much our base. It's looking good. I'm an Hourglass fiend, you're gonna realize. So then I go in with my Hourglass pressed powder, Vanish Airbrush pressed powder in the shade Translucent. And my other Hourglass has the best brushes, so I just go with that. And then I go right under my eyes. And the shade is Translucent, but I do feel like it brightens my under eyes. So we do that, kind of just drag it everywhere. And then more powder. I used to never own any powder or anything until like a year ago because I was like, I don't need it. Like, I don't need to set my makeup. And then my makeup would be off when I get home for the night. So then I do the Huda powder. And this kind of just locks everything in, like really, really padlocks it in. Like, no joke. While also blurring. And I love to go right under my cheekbone to make it as sharp as possible. And then not too much, but just a little extra under my eyes, around my nose. I like a lot of sharp definition. I don't know if that's a trend that I'll eventually grow out of, but it's been a couple years and I'm still doing it. House Labs bronzer, Power Sculpt Velvet bronzer. I'm in the shade medium level 6. And I feel like this is the first bronzer I found that isn't too gray. I learned this year that I have more peachy undertones. When I had no idea what my undertones were, I was just buying whatever makeup I felt was right. And I think it just looks so good and bronzy on my skin because I'm not cool toned, and I was using a lot of cool toned bronzers and I would just look gray. Bring it down the neck. Onto blush. The Willa blush from Benefit. So pretty. So I'll just go with a little bit of that right on the apples of my cheeks. This is my go-to blush for anything. Like, if I'm doing no makeup, it's this blush. But since this is my glowy updated summer makeup, I have a new product that I've been loving. The Dibs Base Blush Duo in the shade Starstruck. This shade is summer in a package, like, for real. So I just mix the two. It's like a little bronzy, glowy, goldeny. And this is so, oh my god, it's so pigmented. It gives you a little bit of a highlight. Like, look at the difference. It is stunning. I like to do more of the blush than the highlight because I'm also gonna add more highlight on top of this, so we don't wanna go too crazy. And my biggest pet peeve is like that blinding streak of light on your face that we all used to do in 2016. Like, I used to wear no makeup in 2016. I didn't know how to do the cut crease or any of that, but I learned about highlighter, and it was just a chunk of glitter on my face. And now I just like a nice, healthy glow. I usually do my brows while the baking powder, what's it called? Loose powder is still on my face, but I forgot. And I've been loving the MAC Pro Brow Definer. I don't know what shade this is, but I like it. It's so tiny. Like, I feel like this is tinier than the Precisely My Brow that I used to always use from Benefit. Can you see? I'm doing the old school hand covering. Okay, the only thing that I'm not obsessed with, and it's probably me just being with a heavy hand, it's so small that the tip breaks off if you roll it up too much. And I always roll it up way too much. I haven't gotten my eyebrows done in years. I used to always get them threaded. And there was like a really good place where I went to college. But then when I moved out of college and moved to Jersey, I didn't trust anyone. And I was like, I don't really feel like doing the work to find a good place. I could just do it myself. So I just tweeze them. Like, whenever I see a little hair pop up, I just tweeze it. It's usually when I'm doing my skincare. I'll just take a look, take a scan. I'll be like, are there any strays right now? And then just pluck it, and it's so easy. I've just maintained my shape by doing that for years because you just don't let it overgrow too much. For the eyes, this is my favorite part. This is probably like the newest thing that I've been doing. So I go back with that bronzer, just with a little, is this a fluffy brush? I've had this brush for a year. I think this is from my Ipsy. A lot of my brushes are from when I used to do Ipsy. I canceled it so long ago, but that was always the best part, the brushes. And then just go right in my crease. I kind of do it really messy. Just focus on the outer corner of the lid like that, just to give you a little bit of color, because I don't know how to do eyeshadow or any eye look. I've been doing the Lancome liquid eyeshadow. This is the shade 05, burnt orange color that I would probably never go for. When I tell you this is so stunning, just look, it has so much sparkle in it. So I just kind of put it in the center, and then it dries down like an eyeshadow, and you just blend it. I go all over my lid. I kind of bring it up a little bit too. Especially if you have light eyes, it makes them pop so much. And I noticed since I started doing this, I've been getting so many more compliments on my makeup, and I fully think it is because of this product. And it seems scary. If you're like me, you're like, oh my God, eyeshadow is so terrifying. It's such a scary concept. I'm gonna mess it up. I don't know how to do it. But then once you do it, like, look how easy it is to blend it out, and you could just build it up. Like, now I want a little bit more of that. I'm just gonna dab it on. We're almost done. We're flying through this. Then I think this will be the highlighter for the rest of my life. I will never use something else. So the Dibs Beauty High Road Highlight. I think that's the name of it. It's like this golden-y, not too golden though. It's just, it's gorgeous. And I just tap it into my finger. Go right here. Again, you really don't need too much, especially because that blush I used already had a highlighter in it. And then on my nose, under the brow bone. And then my favorite part is just a little bit on the inner corner. Whatever I have left over. I love putting highlighter on this part of my nose specifically. And then, because I can never have enough freckles, this freckle pen, I got this off Amazon. It was like $5. Poudier freckle pen. This is the lighter blonder shade. And I've had this for 2 years. It hasn't dried out. I always like to emphasize this freckle that I already have because I love the way it looks. And then the rest, just random placement. Tap it in so it's a little lighter. I remember when I first got this freckle pen, I went crazy. Like, I didn't blend them at all. I just put dots all over my face, and I went out like that for weeks. I thought it looked good. I should post about that, like how people are saying eyelash blindness or eyebrow blindness. My blindness was fake freckles. Mascara, I'm a telescopic girl through and through. This is the blackest black shade. Telescopic is just the best. And I curl. Also, Tweezerman eyelash curler and Tweezerman tweezers are the best on the market. I don't know what it is that they do differently. I cannot find a better tweezer, and they are a little bit expensive for tweezers, but it's so worth it. And then the only thing that I do a little bit differently with my mascara is I shift it to the side. Like, I really want it to be like pulled, so it almost acts as a wing, like a winged liner. So instead of going directly up with it, I bring it to the side. Okay, now while that mascara dries, I'm gonna do a little bronzer on my waterline, and then I'll wipe the excess off. But I take the same bronzer again, and then just like a little flatter brush like that, dip it, and then I just go right on my, I guess not my waterline, more my lash line. And it is so subtle, but it makes such a big difference. I feel like this is what completes the look. Okay, and then just taking a Q-tip, getting all of that little black mascara off. I don't know anyone who could put their mascara on and not get it all over. Like, if that's you, let me know how you're doing that. And last, but certainly not least, the best part are the lips. So we're starting off with the Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude Liner. This overline right in the center here, like I go right over my cupid's bow. I thought that I didn't like this nude when I changed my hair color, but then my hair started to lighten up a little bit more the more I washed it and I was out in the sun. So now I'm obsessed with Iconic Nude again. Love a good overline. Someone commented on one of my videos actually and was like, I was saying like, oh, this is how you make your lips look bigger with lip liner, which I feel like is the case. Like it definitely works. But someone was like, no, you just have a double line. That's why your lips are always gonna look bigger when you line them. And I was like, do I have a double line and I just didn't know? But I can't really tell. I kind of feel like I don't. But I don't know, maybe I do. There is the liner, which is honestly gorgeous on its own. Like we could just finish it here. Continuing on, Estee Lauder lipstick. I love this lipstick in the shade Suit Up. It's this gorgeous nudie pinky. It's like a hair lighter and more pinker than the liner. So I feel like it just blends things so gorgeous. Just to give it that extra blend. This is my base that I'm always going to and gravitating towards. But recently, especially for the summer glow, the Strawberry Glow, oh, it is the plumping, I just realized. Because last time I put this on, I was like, wow, it's a little menthol-y feeling, like a little tingling, but I was like, there's no way this is a plumper. Like, I just didn't think it is. But it's the Makeup by Mario Plumping Lip Serum Lip Balm. I thought these were called like glow bombs or something. And this is, like I said, the shade Strawberry. So pretty. Look how glossy this is. That's just my bottom lip. You do not need a lot at all. And it's so, the color is so sheer that it's just the perfect amount of color, because I hate when you put on a gloss. Like, I don't want a colored gloss. Like, if it is, I want it to be minimum. And then you just mix it together. Oh my God, I can't get, this might be my favorite gloss, and it's not sticky. It's just like a gloss on your lips. It's amazing. I don't like setting spray. I feel like it makes my makeup come off. So that's pretty much it. That is the whole look. It's just so glowy, so summery. It really doesn't take you that long. You honestly could skip some of the powder products if you want it to be more glowy, and I feel like you would still get the same look because of the colors. Like, they're all very corally, pinky. Mwah. I will see you next Monday. Maybe we should do a skincare video. I'm kind of like taking a break from the vlogs, honestly, because I haven't had anything exciting going on in my life. But if you have a specific video in mind, I'm open to hearing it. So I love you. Every Monday, I'll see you right back here.